Jerusalem Talmud Yomi, the daily reading of Talmud Yerushalmi, Jerusalem Talmud, Tractate Shabbat, first chapter, Mishnah 11, and the Halacha. One hangs the Passover lamb into the oven when it gets dark. One starts a fire at the fireplace in the heating chamber, but outside the temple only if the fire has started burning on most of the logs. Rabbi Yehuda says, on charcoal, any amount. Halacha. The Mishnah said, one hangs the Passover lamb into the oven, etc. There we have stated, at nightfall, they went out and roasted their Passover sacrifices. And you are saying so, Rabbi Yossi said, groups are careful. The Passover sacrifice you return whole. You do not return it carved. Rabbi Samuel, in the name of Rabbi Zera, because of its invalidity. Rabbi Yossi said this is correct. You cannot eat it, for it is written, you do not eat from it raw. You cannot roast it, for he should not be roasting it on the Sabbath. If you are telling him that he may do it, he will not roast it completely when it is still daylight. When it still is daylight. Since you tell him that it is prohibited, he will roast it completely when it is still daylight. Rabbi Elazar ben Rabbi Yossi asked, if he roasted it whole and carved it up, may he go back and heat it? Rabbi Zera, Rabbi Yehuda, in the name of Rav. 4 pyres are in a minimal amount. A pyre of pressed out olives, a pyre of manure, a pyre of fat, a pyre of pits are in a minimal amount. Rabbi Abba, in the name of Rabbi Chia bar Ashi, a willow basket full of pits is in a minimal amount. Rabbi Abba, in the name of Rabbi Chia bar Ashi, a willow basket full of pits, if they are collection by their majority, if they are distributed by the majority of each heap. Do they disagree? Here fat ones, here lean ones. Rabbi Yossi, in the name of Rabbi Jeremiah, Rabbi Hananiah bent it in the name, right? Bend it? Rabbi Hananiah mati be Shem Rav. He bent it. Maybe sent it. I don't know. Cuttings from the date palms below and wood on top, when the fire appears between them, it is permitted. Rabbi Chelbo, in the name of Rabbi Rav Huna, a log, and most of it by the majority of its circumference. What does it mean by the majority of its circumference? At one place, or at most of its entire surface area, it was found stated until it became unfit for work. So is the Mishnah, also on charcoals, any amount. This concludes chapter 1 of the Talmud Yerushalmi, Tractate Shabbat.